up. We're live. What's up, everybody? This is DTM Delta Tango Mike, aka the Creative Genius. DTM, thank you for joining us here today. And please let me know that you're watching. Let me know that you're here. Leave a comment, question, or suggestion. Today we're going to be working with some Adobe Premiere and editing long form content. Just so you know what to expect in the next hour is we will be going through some of the video that I recorded at DragonCon a couple weeks ago. I was a moderator for two different panels, and we talked about one of the panels was about cosplaying and your culture, and the other one was about digital art or something. I forgot the first one. Anyways, it was a good conversation. I remember what we said and who it was. And so I'm going to share my screen and just jump right in and see if we got our Creative Cloud. Yes, it's on. And so we had a couple good panels. It was part of the diversity track at DragonCon, and I recorded two different angles for it. I had two iPhones. They were just simple iPhones. One was near the front of the panel in front of the table, and the other phone was off to the side on the table itself. Let me see where we have here. Let's go. And so I was able to capture video. Not sure how good the audio is. We're gonna find out. And but this is my creative process. Let's go ahead and look for the files. This is my computer files. As you can see, I already have Adobe what do we call this? Adobe Premiere. And let me see if I can stretch that out so you can see all of it. There we go. Yeah. Big ups to Snapdragon for sending me that light right there, that fire light. And when my grandson, he saw it and he called it fire. Immediately he recognized that was fire. Okay, so let's go through this PC. This computer is complaining already. I can hear those fans going off. And this is the drive. So this is my PC, and then this is the drive that has a lot of backup stuff. There we go, boom. And it's gonna be on the P2. Oh, part 2, that's what the P stands for. And DragonCon, there we go, and boom. And so these are all the files from that include the pictures and video from DragonCon. I already started a post on the website. Let me see where I can get a window. And the website is Art is King. And let's see, let me go here. artistking.org. We have a blog, and there it is, DragonCon. However, I want to make sure that I add some of the video, and I haven't written all the info that I like to add in there, like some of the writing. I haven't written it out loud. Hey Renee, thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the stream. Today we're editing an Adobe Premiere, and I'm editing the panel discussion. So this was the first panel discussion right here. Technology and the future of culture. That's what it was. And I remember because my man Dedran was there, and he's all about the tech and Afrofuturism. So, and then this was a second panel discussion, and this was Latins and cosplaying and fandom, something like that. So that's the blog. We're going to minimize that. Don't need that right now. Here, then we also had, if I had to write another article about the teapot racing, and my wife was part of it. There she is right there. She was one of the judges. So this is a DragonCon in Atlanta, and this is one of the iPhones right there that I use to record this content. So it doesn't take a lot. When we're talking about the creative process and creating content, this is just a simple tripod, a simple iPhone, and the camera app. There are a couple other apps that are great if you want some 4K, which the iPhone 14 regular is capable of with an app called Blackmagic Video. So, but for all of this content that you see here, it was all with just a camera app. Boom. So let's take a look at some of these. There's the front video. Let me see if I turn up the audio. We haven't started talking.
And I think that
there it goes.
That we find in sci-fi very easily, especially when I was younger. That wasn't something we could find very easily, especially a young gay Latina. That wasn't something.
I'm in New York originally. Both my parents
Didn't necessarily buy it. Not because
I've never understood what is this anti, like, oh, you're woke.
Okay, so that works. Okay, and that's not too bad looking. Okay, so let me rename this. We're gonna rename this panel 2, camera 1. That's it. I'll think of the name. I'll find the name in a minute. But right now, I need this way. Let's see what's this. Oh, there we go.
High school there. And of which there's
When go a salir el kit that they told me, so there's a came out of the convention.
Okay, so that's also panel 2. This is camera 2. Boom. So there we go. I'll think. Oh, there's the panel names. Latinx Fandom Fiesta. That's what it was. Ha ha ha. And those are my questions. That's a Word doc with my questions. Cam 1. Just getting organized here first. There's Latinx. And if you have questions, comments, suggestions about how my workflow differs from yours, or is there a benefit to trying out my workflow, let me know in the comments. Let's talk about it. Okay, there we go. The other one's diversity. It's called what was it called? I did not write their names down. Oh, there you go. That's their names. That's right. What I don't have is the title. Oh, you know where I have it? I know where I have it. It's right here. Cause I made a Storytelling Ignited, the digital frontier. Storytelling Ignited. There you go. Okay, so let's go find those files. I'm gonna say they are at the end of the first day. So let's see, I might be here. No. That's just walking. Right here. What is this? Walking. There's a lot of walking. Alright, we're going back. It's crowded. Alright, so where is that video? It's gonna be maybe? That's the drawing video. Come on. What about here?
You draw Pokemons. Get real close and tell them.
people thought they were like gambling.
Very nice. That was my grandson
Yes.
having a conversation with TJ, a Pokemon artist. And that is not what that is right there. This hat is hot. Okay, where is that video? It was the 8:30. 8:30. Was it 8:30 on the? It was 8:29. There we go, right there. Okay, let's see. Camera 2. What do we call it? Diversity, technology. I don't know. Forgot. All right. Let's go. Tech, Cam 2. Boom. All right, we got it. Where'd it go? Mm-hmm. There it is.
That's when you know. See the.
Okay,
see
now
it's
that
red.
one, that's how I was giving instructions
It's red.
to my grandson.
And at the,
Got it.
you know how to-
Okay. And there it is. No, nothing there. This one. Yep. Diversity in tech. Camera 1. There we go. Whew. Okay, so we got our panel discussions. We have our video, and we do have a photo of them all right there. Got it. That was good. Cool. Okay. So first things first, I do want to make this video for YouTube. So it's going to be the basic. All right, new project, basic video. We call this diversity panel 1. Diversity track. What did I say the names were? Diversity tag, diversity, and it was let's see, storytelling ignited. That was it. Storytelling ignited. Dang it. That's the title of the project. Just click OK. It's gonna make a project. Come on. What is this? Okay, that's that. Come on. All right, let's go. Skip. And we do have this saved in the wrong place. So save as. I should have checked that first. So we're just gonna go put it back where it goes. And documents, Adobe Premiere, there, save it. All right. I didn't pay attention to what folder I was saving it, and sometimes I do change where I save these files so that I can edit on a different computer later on, and so I may save that file into Dropbox or Google Docs or Google Drive. Okay, here we are ready. I do like having my panels reflect editing. Boom. There's the edit tab. We're going to create a new sequence. This one is video HD 1080. There we go. Boom. And it's a 1920 by 1080. Got it. And the diversity track storyteller. Boom. There it is. We have our workspace ready to go. This computer is, the fans are blowing hard. Man, all right. Now we grab our videos. This is camera 1. Just drag it over to Premiere and drop it. Keep existing settings. And there it goes. Just drop it in here. And I could take a moment to play with the rotation. There you go. There you go. That was all right. How about a little bit more? One other. I don't know if that's right. There you go. One is good. There it is. Okay, that's good. All right, bring it back up. There. There. I could zoom in a little bit. Let me see. There we go. All edges are taken care of, and I can just. Yeah, there it is. That's nice and centered. I do that to the video clip right now, so that way, no matter what edits I make later, all the clips have the same composition, right? Same angle, all of those. So now let's get in diversity and tech camera 2. Drag and drop it into our project. Let me turn that off and take a look here. Let me see, at what point do we get 4 people? And what is this? What am I saying?
Did you start off? Where does your passion for?
I'm fine. I'm looking for where I started.
Social system.
Okay, so he's talking. Let's see.
Good evening, everyone.
All right, good evening, everyone. Right there, a 2 minute mark. Let's turn this on. And this one, there you go. So sit down. Let's turn this off this way, mute, and there.
Good evening, everyone.
There it goes.
Good evening, everyone.
2:29. All right, so that's where I say good evening, everyone. So one was at 2 minutes, the other one was at 2:28. So now we're gonna find the beginning, right? The start. So 2:28. Let's go at 2:24. Sure, that's good. Get our razor tool and cut. And let's cut out the front part. We don't need that. And so now here it goes. Boom.
Good evening, everyone. How
All right, that's at the 5 minute mark, 5 second mark. 5 second mark, I say good evening, everyone. Turn this back on and turn the other one off. And that one was at the 2 minute mark.
are we doing tonight?
Okay, so let's go at the 2 minute mark. Yeah, that's good. Razor and cut. Gotta pay attention to which track you're cutting. But there it goes. Now you'll notice that you start to see the audio waves. It's still updating. Let me see, where can we tell if it's updating? Can't tell right now. But it's updating, and I can be here because you don't have to see that back corner. All right there. And hashtag can be down. There we go. Good. See the audio levels showing up, and it's almost you can see those audio levels. That deserves a sip of coffee right there. Now there is a trick, and I forget this, when we're filming, when we're taping, when we're recording, capturing, you want to take a moment before you start anything and clap very loud and get that pop to come through the microphones, and then you'll see that when it's time to edit, you'll see it on the audio track, and it makes it really easy to go ahead and match things up. But there we go. Look, I'm gonna grab this one and drop it right around. Let me see, is that correct? Yeah, that feels right. Let me see.
Good evening, everyone. How are we doing tonight?
That's all of them. Look at that. They are matching. I did good. Let me turn on the light. I did good here. Oh my gosh. Do I have a light? Yes, a little bit better. It's very bright on that side. That's the outside. Okay. Whew. You see the audio waves right there?
Good evening, everyone.
Look at that. So now we're going to grab our knife, razor tool, cut it, delete that.
Good evening, everyone. How are we doing tonight? Good evening, everyone. How are we doing tonight? Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that we're not going to use, so first we got everything matched up, right? Boom. Second thing is pay attention to which timeline is on top and which timeline is below.
A little tired.
And then the one on the top is going to be this bottom audio track, and it's not going to sound even. So let me mute the straight camera audio track and just listen to the audio track that's on this close-up, and it's not going to be even because the people who are closest to the camera or the phone are going to capture the audio better than the ones that are further away, like me.
welcome to this evening. Are you united? The digital frontier. Introduce themselves and to start off, name, where you're from,
and how they interact with the concrete world.
And that's what that sounds. And the micro, and the one of the speakers is right by the phone, so that's not good. So let's unmute the other camera and turn off the audio on this one.
To the concrete world. I'm from LA, sorry. Just out of order. And what I made, I'm an author.
That's good. That sounds better.
One of the projects.
Mm-hmm. So we're not going to use this audio track here at all. And I'm actually going to get rid of it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And the way you separate the audio from the video track is to go ahead and right click the video track, go up to where it says unlink, and now you've separated the audio from the video, and just delete it, get rid of it. That way there's no confusion of where's the audio, what audio are we using, anything like that, and you can listen to it.
And what I made,
you see the audio levels on the right. So now what I want to do is select that audio levels, and let's unlink these also. That way, no confusion, no messing around, and turn up the audio levels. Let's go to 10.
But I will give them a chance to each one introduce themselves and
Nice and clean.
my name is North Flood.
Much louder.
I'm an author.
My experiences and journeys along.
There it goes.
One of the.
That's nice. That's good. Now let's listen
Yeah.
to the last panelist.
All right, my turn. Hey, folks.
Testing, there we go.
Hey, folks. My name is Kimberly Unger. I write science fiction by night, and by day I work in virtual reality. And the thing I'm passionate about is that
The audio is not the best, but it still sounds better than the other audio. And it would be great if I was there early enough to capture the audio directly from the microphones. And I didn't think about that. What's up, sis? RB in the house. Thank you for joining us, RB. Yeah, so, you know, we're editing video, doing the best that we can. I plan on recording, but I'm not part of the official crew for the diversity tracks. I was just there as a moderator, and I thought to myself, we should record this. Somebody's going to say something good, and I need a copy of it for social content later. And that's what we're doing right now, just editing and seeing what we can get out of it. And there we go. There it is. Okay, so now one thing I noticed here is, let me switch. I have two windows here, two monitors, and it does look a little yellow. So before I start editing anything in this video, I am going to, well, save, Control is save, but also going to open up the color. Let me see, window, essential controls, color. There we go. And so now I can change different settings to get the color a little bit nicer. So let's see the creative. Sharpen, vibrance, intensity. Let's see. That goes. Is it on? Did I turn it on? No. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, so that's no good. Alright, let's go to look. Blue ice. Ooh, that's very blue. Gold heat. Nice. Neutral start. Nah, doesn't help me. Matrix blue. Gold tobacco. Alright, let's go back to 0. Oh, blue. Oh, yeah, that's crazy. Alright, none. Alright, so let's make it a little darker. Let me go. Here we go. Curves. Curves. RGB. I don't see what I want. Hue versus Luma. And I've not played with any of these enough to know where to go. But let's see. Let's try the basic correction. So exposure is good. Contrast a little up. Exposure a little. Let's keep it where it was. A little bit. Highlights, shadows. Let's go with the shadows. Oh, here we go. Whites. There we go. Blacks. A little bit black. Everybody's looking a little red. So temperature. There you go. Turn it down some. Alright, let's take down the contrast a little bit more. Exposure. Okay, let me look at my different. Okay, this is a lot better. I like this. One thing is that I do have similar monitors. They're the same monitor, but they have the color temperatures are not even. I don't like that. Okay, so that's good. Let's look at the other one. You see how that color is? It's very sharp. This one, not so much. White balance. Let me see. Okay, that's what happens. I don't like any of this. Basic. That's what I did. That's where it was. That's better. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. The exposure is fine. It's the contrast. A little bit more contrast. Highlights. There you go. A little lower. Shadows. Okay. Whites. And blacks. Let me see that. The blue, there's more blue here. Let me see. That's not that blue. That's green, red. I'm playing. You don't want to get a big jolt. Feel like the white is off. And the exposure. I need to see a little bit of white in her hair. The blonde and white. You see that? Brown, blonde, white. And we don't have that here. There might not be enough information, intensity. Oh, okay, let's see. Alright, let's reset all that. Let's start over. Okay, let me try. What if we try these presets? Oh, that's really red and dark. And that's the thing with lighting. Color wheel match, vignette, creative, and curves. That's what those are. Creative. Let me see. Sharpen. Okay. Vibrance. Saturation. Maybe I should just stick with this one. Oh yes. Beta film. Sharpen. There it is. Yes. Vibrance. Tint balance. I don't see anything happening here. Yes, it did get a little darker. Okay, so now let's go back to basic correction. Change the temperature a little bit blue, and contrast, highlights, a little down, shadows, down, whites, and blacks. Okay, let's try that. And that blue background doesn't look too bad. The white looks yellow here. I'm gonna live with that. How are you doing, Emily? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. We're sitting here doing some video editing. I think I know what I'm doing, but it's part of my process as I create long form content based on the content that I captured while I was at Dragon Con this past month. At the end of the last month, the beginning of this month, I was at Dragon Con. So now let me grab this diversity image and stick it right here. Let's go. Got it. Diversity in speculative fiction literature. Let's set it there. Let me. Oh, I know what happened. Let me take that back. There we go. This did not look good. Okay. Let's go right there you go. You gotta be careful. Save it.
Good evening, everyone. How are we doing tonight? Yes? A little tired? Long day? Lots of...
Alright, so that's good. Save it. I added the front. I'm about to fix it. But here with this video, part of the video, what I'm gonna do is zoom in on us. There's no need to see all that empty space. There you go.
Walking, that's right. Welcome to this evening.
And even still, some of this coloring doesn't look so good either. There you go.
Lots of walking, that's right.
Okay. So when we get to where each individual person is saying something, that's when we're going to use this camera. But when we're having a moment where everybody is involved, then we'll mostly stay with this camera here. Also, just notice that we don't have a extra person. That there was a person who that showed up later. Okay, so I got to remember that when it comes to placement and composition. There he goes. So we're there. Okay, and I got to remember that here. Okay, so let's go. But in the beginning, he's gonna be missing. You see that? So. All right, let's make that back. There we go. That's okay. We'll go with that. It's just gonna look bad. It's gonna look bad. But you know, this is just amateur content creation. There's not a crew here. We'll just be by myself. Okay, let's make a shape. Shape. And just like that, I made a shape by going into the shapes here, clicking and dragging on the screen, and then resizing that shape. As you can see, it created a shape on this other track, and now I'll bring that down. So that way it looks like this. Diversity in speculative fiction and literature. Hold that, move this down right here. Click on the scale and position, leave that, and then halfway in the middle. Okay, so then it goes in like this. We're gonna have the information down here in the bottom. So the panel was called, because I keep forgetting, Storytelling Ignited the Digital Frontier. And I do have the little Dragon Con logo right there. There we go. We got Dragon Con. However, what happened to my diversity? Oh, I turned it off. That's it. Okay. So somewhere around at the 1 second mark, we're gonna bring in, and can I move that around? Yes, I can. Dragon Con diversity track. That's the words that I want. Let's go here, put the words here. Oh, hey man. Come on, there it is. Diversity. Track. Got it. Yeah, I'm kind of doing a lot of things here. Just adding the elements that I'm gonna need before I start editing the video, and I might really keep the video the way it is. Gotta do some design. Be back later. Thank you, RB. Alright, so let's move that here. Put that there. Move this diversity track to here. and make that tad bit smaller. And let's make room. We need room for things. I may add music later, but probably not. There it is. Got it. I do need another shape. You gotta pick a spot that's empty before you start adding things, because otherwise there's an issue, and maybe I have a setting that's set wrong, where as I add elements they kind of get stuck together, and then whenever you want to move one element, all the elements go together, and I don't like that. In this case, we're gonna go with the yellow or something, or brown. There it is. Okay, move that here, and so now move both of these up, bring this down, go here. Purple. It's gotta be purple. There we go. Diversity track. Maybe make that capitals. Got it. Change the font. Bebas is a good font. I like that. We're gonna make it yellow. And I did have pew. Stay on theme, okay? And let's make this graphic. Let me see. There you go. A little rounded. I think I like that. Oops. DragonCon diversity track, and it's going to have the names. Control S to save. What did I say the name was? Storytelling Ignited, the Digital Frontier. Set it right there. Storytelling Ignited. Let's change the font so that we can see what we're really typing. It's going to be a sans serif of some kind. I would like the letters to be squished up a little bit. Nothing too crazy, but they all look very simple. It does say sample. Okay, fine. Let's go here and move this up. Now I need more room here. And let's go there. Boom. Storytelling Ignited. Oops. I keep clicking on the arrows to thinking that it's going to change that, but it's not. Okay, and this graphic, we're going to turn down the opacity. There it is, opacity. There it is. And so as the time goes. All right. That's good. Huh. Okay. So the video starts like that.
Good evening, everyone. How are we doing tonight? Yes? A little tired? Long day? Lots of walking? That's right. Welcome to this evening. Are you here to say something, or me? I'll do it? Okay, good. Just double check. All right, well, welcome to tonight's panel discussion. Storytelling Ignited, the Digital Frontier. I am the moderator. My name is DTN.
So right when I say my name, that's what I need to add my information. So right from here to here, we're going to keep that Storytelling Ignited. And then I can, and then I'm going to go and cut. So let's go here. Boom.
My name, Delta Tango Mike. You can find me anywhere on the internet, Delta Tango Mike. I'll be here asking the...
And then this is where it's going to change to this. So I need all of this, Alt, click, drag, boom. But now it's going to say my name. You know what? I really should only needed to change that top part. So let's do that right. Let's go like this. Select all of these and go like that. And then here I hold Alt, click, and drag. There we go. So now this is where I say my name. So double click it, Delta Tango Mike, one word. And I should it say diversity track? I think that's a good idea. Is to just say moderator to the illustrator. There we go. Boom. I guess I'm a creator. Because these are writers. All of these are writers. So I'll just say creator. And I'm thinking about changing that logo because we already have it up here. So I don't want to repeat it down below. We're going to leave it like that. Okay. And then when it changes to the front, it doesn't get in the way. However, when we get the other guy in, that is going to get in the way. So let's fix it a little bit. Delta Tango Mike, I'm the one with the longest name. And then we can, when the guy shows up, we don't want this to go over his face. So let's take a look. Yeah, so it's all right. He does talk, and then that happens. Okay, and then this is going to go all the way across. Okay, and the only thing that's going to be changing is going to be the name and the title. Name and title.
Tango Mike. I will be here asking the questions and letting the panelists answer them.
Jason Berry in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Man, your videos are amazing. Oh my gosh. I checked out your profile. I checked out TikTok and Instagram, but I did not. I didn't click through to your LinkedIn yet, and I've been meaning to because all those videos you made are amazing. So we gotta jump on a live stream one day, you and I, and you can show us some of your creative process, so I can do some of those videos too. Those are cool. All right, let me see.
As best as they can. No right answers, but I will give them a chance to each one introduce themselves. And to start off, name, where you're from, what is your passion, and what have you made? So that can be a project, books, writing, etc. But that gives us a little insight as to who you are. So we'll start from this end, work our way.
Okay, and then he starts talking. There we go, right there. So my name should go all the way there, and then from there it's to switch to the next person. I like this view, how I looked over at them. So let's get that blade and cut it right there. Right? It's a razor. Delete that part we don't need. Let's go.
Ignited, the digital frontier. I am the moderator. My name is DTM. That's my name. Delta Tango Mike. You can find me anywhere on the internet.
Yeah, I don't want to keep that right there, so let's get rid of that.
Good evening, everyone. How are we doing tonight? Yes? A little tired? Long day? Lots of walking?
And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to leave all of these in here. I just thought of something. Because sometimes, I change my mind and I want that. And there's a better method in how to edit these multicam situations. And but I'm going to, for now, just go up one like that. Set this up right there. Set this up right here, and this is going to be off this track. So anything I dump into that track is what I don't want to use at the moment, but I want to keep it in case I want it. So here we go.
Good evening, everyone. How are we doing tonight? Yes? A little tired? Long day? Lots of walking? That's right. Welcome to this evening. Are you here to say something, or me?
Okay, now I am noticing that right now it looks kind of odd because of there's a gap on the left, and a big gap on the right because there's no one sitting there. But later, TJ, I want to say his name is TJ. There he goes. Okay, now it's kind of balanced. Yeah. So I think I will leave it like that. Maybe move it over some. And maybe, there we go, like that. That's good. So before and after. I don't like the curtain, but it's okay. So we're gonna do. Okay, that's good. All right, all right, all right. Just getting our design elements together. That takes a long time. And the editing actually, well, the actual cuts, it'll be much easier once you got pretty much everything in the video tracks. Jason says, I used Premiere since college back in 2000. Jason. Okay, nice, nice, nice. When did I learn Premiere? About 10 years ago. I learned how to do like 5 things, and I still know how to only do how those 5 things, and that's good enough for me. All right, so let's see where we at.
And to start off, name, where you're from, what is your passion, and what have you made? So that can be a project, you know, books, writing, etc. But that gives us a little insight as to who you are.
And I'm gonna save that. And let me tell you something. There, you can make as many sequences as possible, right? And then what I'm gonna do with those extra sequences, I'm gonna grab their quotes and make a portrait video of when they're talking. And this is what's great about this video camera from the front, is that you can then just crop everything out and just keep what you want, and when they're saying something. That's really good. Nice, says Jason. Word. All right, let's see.
So we'll start from this end, work our way.
Hey everybody, my name's North Flood. My passion, I think, is...
He said North Flood.
From this end, work our way.
Hey everybody, my name's North Flood.
What? North Flood. Okay, good. I'm glad all right, so just double checking spellings and things. And I need to make sure I follow them and add them so that I can tag them on this stuff here. Yeah, all right, so there it is. Oops. So click and drag, I got that. Then Alt, click and drag, and so now North Flood. And he is a writer, but let's let him tell it.
My passion, I think, is storytelling, but storytelling that like weaves together a lot of world building and how the social systems that we exist in and how they interact with the concrete world. I'm from LA, sorry. I just out of work. And what I made, I'm an author of lit RPG, which is sort of a subgenre of fantasy, and my story is called The Legend of Randomly Ghost.
Author and world builder, I like that. Author, world builder. There we go. This is live on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and one more place I can't remember right now. Let me see. And Twitch. Yeah, so we're in a few places, Jason. Yes. And on Discord. So I'm streaming this to Discord. Feel free to join us on Discord. And anyone can join us. It's free, and you'll be able to say speak questions to me and out loud, and I'll be able to hear you. There you go. All right, so here we go. Let's back to this.
Exist in and how they interact with the concrete world. I'm from LA, sorry. I just out of work. And what I made, I'm an author of lit RPG, which is sort of a subgenre of fantasy, and my story is called The Legend of Randomly Ghost.
All right, there it goes. So go all the way there, and then he looked over. When he looked over, one thing I wanted to do is turn this on. Come on. I said something, and then he started talking. When he started talking, I click it, and then he looked over right at Dedrin right before he finished talking. And see, look.
Of lit RPG, which is sort of a subgenre of fantasy, and my story is called The Legend of Randomly Ghost.
And then he looks over.
Thank y'all. So
There he goes, Dedrin. So now that Dedrin scooched up, he's going to start talking. And this is how I'm going to do this video editing. Move that over, Alt, click and drag, and then his name is Dedrin Sneed. Got it, and let's see what he said he does.
Dedrin Sneed, and I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm passionate about learning, both being a student.
Okay, let me see. I'm gonna give you the link. 1 second. Copy link. And here it is. It's called Sketching and Drawing, our Discord. And there it is. There's a link to our Discord, Jason, and anyone who wants to join us can join us.
And looking to teach as I can from my experiences and journeys along the way. One of the projects that I get a chance to work on as a writer and creative is a fantasy series called Sword and Spear. It's a fantasy series about girls who beat up monsters, and so it's probably my most popular work. And I've been able to share my creative journey on that. Just kind of piecing through that thing. Thank y'all.
All right. He calls himself a digital creator, Idea Dope Boy. Okay, global geek and art, tech and culture, founder of Subsume. Okay, that's when he stopped talking. Oops. Alright, let's see. He looked over. And
Thank y'all.
And he looked over, and that's where he passing it on. So right here, when he looks over, let's cut this and get that out. Right here, boom, it disappears.
There's a fantasy series called Sword and Spear. So
Okay, let's change this other world builder to digital creator, founder, Subsume. All right, there we go. Founder of Subsume.
Fantasy series about girls who beat up monsters, and so it's probably my most popular work, and just been able to share my creative journey on that. Just kind of piecing through that thing. Thank y'all.
All right, my turn. Hey, folks. Testing. There we go. Hey, folks. My name is Kimberly Under.
All right, and so right there is where it cuts, and it goes to the front camera. Her name is Kimberly something. Alt click and oops. Alt click and drag. There we go. And Kimberly. Let me know if you got that. Oh, it didn't share that. Hold on, Jason. Oh, I thought it shared it to this LinkedIn, and I guess it did not. Let me fix that right now. I'm live. Oh, okay, here we go. Come on. There it is. There's the link to Discord, Jason. It likes to play games. Let me see. It looks really shiny right there. What the? It's that light. Okay, so this light is going away now because that's the outside. Okay. Very bright. Okay. It was competing against sunlight. Let's see, we're almost an hour in. So right now, this is my process that I'm following. And I'm going to do something. It's a long form editing, so it's going to be tedious to get to the end of this. But this is the process. I guess I could keep you here for a whole time. She's talking. And then, let's see.
Off of analog into digital. And that sort of has carried through just everything I do.
Okay, and she looks over, and that's when the camera should cut. Right there. right here. See, so she's talking, and then she looks over, and now I start talking. So all this should be her.
All right, so start off with the first question.
Oh, so she's just
Mash up against each other and sort of communicating where the changes are, where they're coming from, and how we can sort of figure all of this stuff out as we go.
Nice. Good answer. All of you. Good answer. Kimberly, where are you from?
I'm from the Bay Area.
Oh, nice. All right, so start off with
okay.
uh,
She says where she's from.
Kimberly, where are you from?
I'm from the Bay Area.
Oh, nice. All right, so
And then go there. So keep that. One thing you want to do with some of these videos is you should have a lot of different moments where something changes on the screen. Otherwise, people get tired and they of seeing the same things, seeing the same person and just a talking head, and that's boring. We don't want boring. We want people to be interested, to be looking, and they're already fighting to hear what was being said because the audio is not the best. So we're gonna go. This is the current premiere, Jason. This is the current premiere right now. We are and it has a lot of cool things, including editing on by text. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Some of the stuff that Premiere can do is crazy. It also has Firefly and AI, so that if you need to extend a clip for a few seconds, it will add on to your clip whatever's going on the screen. On that video clip, it will extend it so that you can get what you need for editing and looking like you're meant to do it that way, and not have to use a clip that's too short and it makes your video look crazy. So it's really cool, some of the things that we can do here. All right, so now her name was, let me get her name.
All right, my turn. Hey, folks.
Testing. There we go. Hey folks, my name is Kimberly Unger.
Kimberly Unger. There she goes. That's right. That's her. I'm good. I'm good. I can find people. All right. Video games. She's an author. Oh, what did she say? Okay. Well, let's change the name here. There we go. And I hear something on. Oh, there he goes. Jason made it. That's right. That's right. Wait to say hi. Welcome. And if you go all the way to the bottom on the left-hand side of the Sketching and Drawing Discord, you'll see the Wednesday stream. And you can come on in. Come on in. Let me see what he said. What's up? And let me, I can, now I can tell you where to go. Oh, there you go. You got it. You got it. You made it. Good job, King. Chronicle, a.k.a. Jason. Welcome to the stream, brother.
Hey, welcome.
All right, so let's see. Kimberly Unger. You may not be able to hear the video on Discord, but you can hear me, and I can hear you. People on the stream will not be able to hear you, but keep the language clean. That's our only requirement around here. Yeah, let's see.
You can hear me right now?
Audio output capture. Oh, there was, yes. So you could hear.
Up against each other and sort of communicating where the changes are, where they're coming from, and how we can sort of.
Mohammed, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming through, working with Adobe Premiere.
By day, I work in virtual reality, and the thing I'm passionate about is that I write science fiction by night, and by day I work in virtual reality. And the thing I'm passionate about is that liminal space where people and technology sort of mash up against each other. And
okay, so she mentions what she does, but I'm looking at their profile, and it says game dev author. There it is. Boom. And let's see what we got there. Cool. Got it. Yes, welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming through. You got those. Thanks. Keep it up. Doing good. Thank you, Muhammad. Appreciate you. Okay, so we got this. She's talking.
Figure all this stuff out as we go.
Nice. Good answer. All of you, good answer. Kimberly, where are you from?
I'm from the Bay Area.
Now, there is something else that I want to touch on, that there is a way to clean this audio. Let me see. Window, Essential Sound. Ooh, look at this. And we could technically podcast voice. There it goes. Let me see.
As we go.
Come on. Podcast voice. Click on it. Enhance. It's preparing. So if you wanted to clean up the audio and think that it's way too, the current audio sounds a little too cranky and wonky, then go into Essential Sound, find the presets, and turn them on. See what happens. This is good. I hope it sounds better than it does right now, because I can understand what they're saying, because I was there and I only need to hear enough sounds to know what they're saying. But if you're watching this for the first time, it's going to be a little wonky sounding. Keep it up. You're doing good. Thank you, Muhammad. Thank you. And you can see it's preparing the full the full audio track, all of it, which is why I kept it on its own track, separate from the edits that I need to make on the video track. So that way that track can stay. And I'm not editing out moments like or any trip on words. There are no interruptions. This was a straight panel, and that's what I intend to edit, is a straight panel the way it was. There we go. So right now that's working through. While that's working, I guess I can continue to, and there goes TJ.
Where the changes are, where they're coming from, and how we can sort of figure all this stuff out as we go.
Nice. Good answers. All of you, good answers. Kimberly, where are you from?
I'm from the Bay Area.
Oh, nice. All right, so start off with the first question. Where does your passion for storytelling?
Okay, and this is good. So we said their names, Alt, click, and drag to make a copy. And then what I'm gonna do here is it's gonna be the question. You're gonna be able to see the question. So that way I don't have to keep repeating the names, and every time somebody says something, I have to then pull up their name and their title. No. Just worry about the question. So probably at this point, let me think. I can just do, no, not that part. So let's do this part, and then and get rid of this second part. But we will need the set to both of them for when the other panelist shows up. There he goes. There we go. So let's copy and bring it in. Boom. And let's listen to him.
Online presences, although at the moment I think they're all kind of like dead, because
And I did use the word interrupt. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I meant to say pause, or I need to slow down when I'm moderating and doing public speaking, so that I can come up with the right word that doesn't sound like I'm upset about something.
Yeah, update them, because that is the problem with technology, is that it stops working after a while, whereas a book will not. So it went from a little bit digital to a combination of print and digital, and I think that's where it's going to stay, because I think they each have their strengths, and I'm trying to figure out how to make them work together.
Nice. All right, we're going to take a moment to break up our flow and
Break up our flow. I didn't mean to say it like that.
to welcome TJ. Hello, how are you doing, TJ, today?
Doing well. Thanks for letting me finish dinner, guys.
TJ. Just like that. Just go in and just keep working.
10 to 7 is a long day.
Yes. Yes.
No breaks, we needed food, so happy to be here though. Good to see everybody.
And after 3 hotels, 3 blocks, and then the Mart, a whole nother block, uphill. Oh my God. So TJ, tell us where you're from, what is your passion, and what did you make?
Yeah, kind of from, like, well, I lived in a lot of places. I'm originally a Michigander, but I spent 18 years there.
He's
22
talking.
in New Jersey, and then
He's
the
talking.
last 3 years and change in Los Angeles. So I had a different taste on a couple different coasts, and yeah, I've always been passionate about art, nerdy things, comics, games, anime, art, anything where you could express yourself through some type of creative medium. It's always been exciting and fun to me. So yeah, I started collecting comics in the late 80s. You know, got really bit by the comic book in the mid 90s when I saw like X-Men #1 and the whole image wave. I absolutely love those comics and love what they look like and the possibilities of what they could be. And my big
Okay, so what happened here?
And to welcome TJ.
Okay, so that's it.
like and the possibilities of what they could. Stories in my head. I think I've always been a storyteller, so wanted to make my own comics. And about 18 years of being in school for art, and then college, and working at Marvel as an intern, and then doing some stuff with Dark Horse in DC and Aspen. And I'm just like, hey, time to start my own thing. Time to start my own company. And I did that 10 years ago in 2015. So now we're celebrating 10 years at Ray Media.
Nice.
Company, and I did that 10 years ago in 2015. Hey, time to start my own thing. Time to start my own company, and I did that 10 years ago in 2015. So now we're celebrating 10 years at Ray Media.
10 years at
We're celebrating 10 years at Ray Media.
something media. Oh, some TJ comic book media. Let's see. TJ Comics. TJ Sterling. Yeah, I think that's him. Yeah, found him. Okay, good. All right. Ray Comics at Gmail. Let me see. TJ Sterling. Ray Media. Okay, got it. Ray Media.
Nice.
Founder. Good.
So,
Want people to clap for you.
so the question is, where does your passion for storytelling come from? I think you kind of touched.
All right, so
On as an educator. I write science fiction by night, and by day I work in virtual reality. And the thing I'm passionate about is that liminal space where people and technology sort of mash up against each other. And
people
sort
and
of
technology. That's
communicating,
good.
Where the changes are, where they're coming from, and how we can sort of figure all of this stuff out as we go.
Nice. Good answers. I'll let you. Good answers. Kimberly, where are you from?
I'm from the Bay Area.
Oh, nice. All right, so start off with the first question. Where does your passion for storytelling come from?
Where does your passion? That's the question. Let's cut it right there. And we're gonna make that a little bit smaller. There you go. Maybe I do write the whole question. For where does your passion? So let's see right there. We're gonna have to, cause what's gonna happen when it's time to, and we use it again here. It's okay if it kind of runs a little bit over to his body. That's okay. So that's the logo, that's the graphic, and we're gonna start right there and cut it. And now this graphic is going to extend. There you go. Ooh, this computer sounds like the plane taking off. My fans are blowing hard. Okay, we're past the hour now, and I just showed you the beginning stages of how I go about editing content on Adobe Premiere. I sit down, lay down, start the project, set up the sequence, and then start laying down the tracks, including the two different camera views. We got one there, another one there. We got two different camera views. I played around with the colors enough to kind of make them look like they're the same colors, very close to those two different camera views, because the lighting hits the people differently. It lights the scene differently depending on the angle that you're looking at. So it's important that you sit there and play around with it a little bit. I added some lower thirds. I added some text to the lower thirds to understand what the question is. Does enhancing the speech is still working? I didn't think it was going to take this long. I know it's 1 hour long audio track, but it's still enhancing the speech. I want to see, want to hear what it sounds like afterwards when we're done with that. And so so far this is what we have. What's going to happen after this is a lot more clips, and then I'm going to create different sequences for some of their answers, so that I can create viral clips that I can then post and have under the Artist King YouTube channel, because this is part of an Artist King article, and we were granted access to DragonCon in order to report on some of the goings with DragonCon this year. And so that's what I'm doing right now. It's going to take a little bit of work, a little bit of tedious, moment by moment, minute by minute, second by second editing to get what I want. And in the time that I've been talking, we 10% further on enhancing the speech. And something's happening because this computer is working hard. I only got a 1080. I think it's a 1080 GeForce GTX graphics card, and so it is taxing it. But as it works on that, I will give you a quick rundown on some of the panelists for this panel. And we have TJ Sterling of Ray Comics, and it looks like he was somewhere hanging out. Been a lot of different events, and there he goes. That's right, DragonCon right there. So let me just go ahead and click on that like on there, and then and make sure I follow TJ Sterling Art. Then we have Kimberly Unger. I'm gonna go ahead and follow, and the author of the Philip K. Dick award-winning The Extractionist and Amazon. Oh, very cool. Game developer and author, video game sci-fi sommelier. Agent is Agent Savant. Okay, that's their agent for the representative, and that's the book, which I'm gonna have to check it out. It's Book Birthday. The Extraction is not available wherever books are sold. Okay, cool. I like collecting books on Kindle, and I think I should check and see how much it is on Apple, because I have some Apple monies. All right, and then let's go back. Okay, Kimberly Unger, that's what I do. I do a quick Google search, and something should come up in some of the panelists that I'm part of the panel with. And then, of course, Andrew Sneed. I don't know why I'm not following this particular. Let me see. Yeah, he was already. He's got several profiles, so I know I'll follow him somewhere. All right, so there it goes. Yep, Dedran Sneed. And I just did a quick Google search, and boom, he shows up. And then the first panelist that I was talking to, No Red Flood. his profiles don't quite match, or it doesn't post often, but that's a lot of writing right there. Looks a lot of books. And so it says puddles. Take a look. What was that? Yeah, that's him. Okay. But he doesn't post often, and not about his books. Let's see. So you got to catch up with him on his books itself. Get to know your panelists. Okay. He's been in podcasts, so definitely has a presence online. And that's it. What is this here? Oh, this is my channel, Vector Maestros. But all this video editing that's happening now is going to be published on Art is King. Okay, so we got that. Let's see if we can catch up with our enhancing speech. 89%. Now, I think you have been listening to it on the streams. And I'm going to double check the audio. Let's see. Turn that up. Let me see if this works.
Early on as an educator.
No.
I graduated with an art degree, and I came out immediately into teaching and trying to explain new technology to students. This was back when 3ds Max suddenly.
So it still sounds. I can see the audio kicking in from the microphones, from the speakers that I have next to me. And so hopefully that's enough that you can hear what's being said, but it sounds hollow because we are in a hall, in a convention center, in a hotel, and it's a big room, and so the sound is bouncing. It's bouncing. There's a lot of carpet, but the ceiling, the walls, there's a lot of bouncing, audio bouncing. So hopefully we're at 3% left. Come on, enhancing speech. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. As I create a cloud. I'm trying to see what else I can close that might help me. Let me see just my messages here. Alright, close that. Let me see what else do I have here. I got the window open. That's it. Okay, and there it is. Okay, let's save this and let's hear it.
It became commercially available and anybody could afford it. I spent a number of years early.
All right, so start off with.
All right, my turn. Hey, folks. Testing. There we go. Hey, folks. My name is Kimberly Unger. I write science fiction. My night and my day, I work in virtual reality, and the thing I'm passionate about is.
Okay, it sounds better. It's hard to tell because of all the noise my computer's making and the speakers here to my side, but it does sound much better. This is a podcast voice, and let me save it. The enhance is on. Everything else has been fixed. Reduce noise is not on, and that's okay because sometimes that doesn't help. The dehum, okay, that's not on, but the preset, the EQ preset is for podcast voice. Let me see. All right, let me see. Here we go. Save it. Don't want to change anything right now. And that's it. That's all I got to share with you today. It's going to take me, we're only 3 minutes into an hour-long video, and it took us an hour to get here. So I don't know how long that's going to take, but that's what I'm going to be working on for the rest of the evening. If you'd like to hang out in the Discord and talk to me while I'm working, please come on through. We got Jason in the Discord now. Anyone else is invited. The link to the Discord is in the chat. And if you don't see it, let me see if I can post it. There it goes. Boom. It's going to show up. And I can find LinkedIn once again to drop it in there. Like I said, I am DTM Delta Tango Mike. And you can find me anywhere on the internet under Delta Tango Mike. I am a 2D illustrator who's working on creative projects for comics, animation, and games. And I like to share what I know. I like to share the things that I know how to do. So if anybody's interested in learning more, we have some subscriptions available on Discord. You can join Discord for free And then if you shall decide that you want to be part of the subscription on Discord and get one-on-one sessions, drawing sessions, private drawing sessions for subscribers only, then let me know and you can definitely join us. Thank you, Clever, for coming through. Appreciate you. On YouTube, Muhammad is joining us on YouTube. Jason stopped through on LinkedIn. I appreciate you. RB was on Twitch. Emily stopped by on YouTube, and Renee and YouTube also. That's what I like about streaming to multiple destinations, is that we get a lot of extra visitors and viewers and people who get to hang out with us in the chat. I am DTM Delta Tango Mike. Thank you for hanging out with me today, and I will catch you on the flip side. Have a good night. Peace.